All right, Sydney Brown back again. You are on the Writing and Publishing for Beginners channel, and we are talking right now about the top 10 tips for making the most out of a memoir writing conference. So one of the most important things to remember as you go to a conference is you're probably traveling, right? Because this is not likely to be something in your backyard. So make sure that as you prepare, you think ahead, and you really number one, plan ahead. You want to research as much as you can about the conference, the speakers that will be there, the sessions that will be available, and prepare accordingly. There are opportunities in the conferences that you don't want to miss. And if you didn't do your diligence of researching, you may miss out on a once in a lifetime opportunity. So make sure that you plan ahead and do your research. Number two, participate actively. Now, you want to, every chance you can, be an active engager in the conversations, in the workshops, in networking events. Do be there. When I want to keep going on that. I don't know why exactly, but I feel compelled. This is an opportunity that you may not get maybe ever again. So by staying in the shadows, I think because I can be an introvert, even though I don't seem like one, it's because I forced myself out of my shell. And when you force yourself out of your shell, out of your comfort zone, that's where the good stuff is. And I want you to embrace the opportunities that are in front of you. So participate actively. Don't be afraid. Don't I think that some of us are afraid we're going to sound stupid, or we're going to look stupid, or we're going to feel stupid. And just don't. Embrace it. Number three, take notes. Now, sometimes, and I'm torn between saying this, I do want you to take notes every chance you can get, but also don't be taking notes over here and focused on just writing down what you're hearing, and at the risk of losing and not participating. You want to do first, and then note as much as you can. If there is a replay, or a lot of the times they'll have videotapes, of the whole sessions. If there's opportunities to purchase those things in addition, then you need to do that, because anytime you can experience instead of taking notes, every time I would tell you to do the experience and buy somehow the replay, because you do want to not lose the opportunity in the notes, but absolutely don't have your head in a notepad when all of that is going on. Number four, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask the questions. Don't think that you're going to sound like the dumb one, because I promise you, if everybody in that room was brilliant and 100% on track, they wouldn't be there. They're just like you. They're in the same boat as you. They may be at different levels, but they're on a journey. There's nobody there. Even the experts are still on their own journey. So understand that, and let your ego just be put aside. Ask the questions. Number five, be open to feedback. Now, you may think that you're open to feedback, but when you write something, it kind of becomes your baby. And when someone tells you that your baby's ugly, you're like, wait a minute, you don't talk about my baby like that. You don't do it. But understand that this is not your baby yet. This is what's going to become your baby. This is a work in progress, and it's something that you need to be open to taking the feedback and hearing whether they're experts or just other writers who are maybe at the same level as you. Just understand that everybody who gives feedback, they do it with love in their hearts. They're wanting to be helpful and productive, and they want to see you succeed. So when people give you feedback, as long as it's not, wow, that sucked. If someone says that, then you don't need to listen to them. That's not even feedback. If someone is giving you actual constructive criticism as feedback, then listen to it and digest it. You don't have to follow it. That's still your decision, but at least listen to it and determine, how does this feel? How does this resonate with me? Do I think that they understand my vision well enough to get where I'm going with the feedback that they've offered? Because sometimes they don't. And that's okay if you digest it and then set it aside. Just remember what they said, because that may feed something else in your future. Feedback is amazing, and you will become stronger with everything that someone tells you. I remember the first time, I'm just going to say this. I remember the first time someone gave me feedback, and I can't even remember exactly what it was or what they said, but she was very kind, and she said, wow, this is advanced writing. This is really great. And then I can't remember the details of what she said, but I would look at this and see if you can't improve this piece right here. And it was great feedback. And later, I because I had a replay of it, I rewatched it, and I thought, wow, she was really kind. She was extremely, she gave great constructive criticism. She gave really solid feedback. And at the time, what I heard was, your baby's ugly. So I am going to tell you, there's something in us that we want to protect what we have birthed. Whether it's a child or whether it's writing, you want to protect it. So you have to be very aware of our illogical moments where we're on pure emotion, and don't get defensive. Because I promise you, you're going to feel a certain sort of way about it. And you may think, well, you're an idiot. It doesn't matter what you think at the moment. You have to pull yourself down and be open to the feedback, because if they're giving you feedback, it's with a good spirit. They want to be helpful. So know that. And that is really probably my number one tip at any level of feedback, but especially if you're at a conference, because often people who have invested the money in going to a conference, they usually are more advanced. And it is something that I would recommend you listen. In fact, I would write down word for word what they wrote, record it, do whatever you can, because just know you may not hear it in the right way, even though they may have said it in the right way at the time. So go back and review feedback repeatedly if you need to, because sometimes we just have to let our guard down. Number 6, networking. Use the breaks between sessions and the social events and stuff to get to know the other people, get to know the other attendees, the professionals, the panelists. Network with them, become, on social media, connect with them, do what you can, because you are finding your future. If you're there and they're there, you're all focused on growth in this area. So absolutely, it would be a waste of an opportunity if you did not at least connect on social media, give each other your emails or something. If you're a private person and you don't want them to have your phone number or anything like that, that's fine. But get on social media with each other at least. Number 7, prepare your pitch. If there are pitch sessions, you need to have a pitch of some sort that you walk in the door with. Now, it may suck, and that's okay, but have something, because you don't want to be starting with nothing. You don't want dead air when you have, 20 seconds to pitch something. You don't want to have dead air where you're like, it's my story and I'm, don't do that. Have something. Know what your story is well enough, just at least to hit high level stuff, so that you don't have to have the perfect pitch, but you got to have something. Usually in a conference, you at least have some sort of a workshop where you can maybe prepare a pitch. So come in with your crappy one and be prepared to leave with a polished one. But at least walk in the door with something. Number 8, respectful critique. Now remember, you don't want anyone telling you that your baby's ugly, but logically that they're trying to be helpful. So if the roles are reversed and you are now the one offering the critique, don't be the person that tells them that their baby's ugly. Find a way, because they're still going to hear that. And you know that they are, because when the roles are reversed, you know how it feels. So make sure that what you say is soft. Don't say it's nice. Don't say it's great. Don't say, if it sucks, there's a way, and you practice it. You do have to practice this, because in here, you're gonna think what you're gonna think. But what you can say is, I wonder if, and use those things that, like the person who did mine, she said, this is really advanced writing. This is really great. I wonder if you could work on this area right here and maybe make it a little stronger language, and because I've still heard, oh, strong language, because you're still going to get defensive, just because it's kind of in our nature to be like that, because we don't want to think that something that meant something to us is not really, really great. So just like you have to work on letting your guard down on taking critique, make sure when you're giving critique that you learn how to be honest, fair, and soften the edges just a little bit, so that, because you don't want to hurt them. You don't want to squash their motivation. You don't want them to feel less than, because it's probably got amazing potential at the very least. And if that's all you can say about it is potential, then say that. Don't ever say this sucks. Say, you know what? I see where you're going with this. This has great potential. I think that maybe you want to look at structure, look at this, and just, kind of delve in, give them one or two places where they can jump into and get started. But being respectful in your critique is very important. Number 9, follow up. You've met a lot of people when you're at your conference. Follow up afterwards. Get on the social media. You made friend connections. Get in Messenger. Talk to them. Say, I had such a great time. This was so fun. I hope that I don't lose touch with you now that we've met, because meeting you was a great experience. Whatever it is, follow up. Make sure that they know that they added value to your experience, and hopefully, they'll say the same thing to you. Number 10, have some fun. Just enjoy your time. Like I said, don't put your face in taking notes all the time. Look up. See what's around you. This is an amazing, potentially once in a lifetime experience. Get out there, enjoy, learn, and make some friends. That's what really matters. Writers attending a memoir writing conference can be a game life-changing experience. It's a significant step toward honing your craft, understanding the industry, and establishing valuable connections. So at the heart of every conference, people are there because they love stories. You went there, you're going there because you love stories. You love telling stories, you love reading stories. You're the same. You have this connection. So keep learning, make those connections with people, keep networking, and keep writing. All right, we will see you in the next video. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. It helps me keep the content free. And I hope that you will take a look in the description. The I Remember When Memoir Writing Project is a 1-year project that we will walk you through and give you schedules. We will help you learn through all of these videos, as well as a private Facebook group and a public Facebook group. We will also have approximately monthly workshops where you will dig in and really, learn as well. So I hope to see you soon, and keep on writing.